Welcome in, race fans. This is Inters Racing League Tier 3, Round 7, here at Suzuka. We are due for another cracking race here tonight. Last week at Spa in Belgium, we saw Bridgie in his McLaren take his first victory of the season. Cuds in the familiar Alpine livery took second place. And our Tier 3 current championship leader, Powers, in the Mighty Williams, took third place to extend his lead to 31 points over Deadly Fuller for Team Haas in the championship standings. So we've seen some driver moves this week with Timmy taking over as team principal at Alfa Romeo. He replaced Tetris with Quick Killer, who placed P7 last week, but could have easily podiumed with his pace. And Tetris was quickly snaffled up by Williams, and poor Bang was demoted to a reserve role. So with all of that out of the way, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the number one reserve for Tier 3 at Inters Racing League. Well-respected member, enthusiastic commentator, and overall great man from Hong Kong, Jenneth Lee. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, it's good, especially it's lovely to have comms with you all the time. It's really, really exciting and energizing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you. Lovely to have you here. We've got 19 on the grid at the moment, Jenneth. Looks like we're just waiting on Bridgie in his McLaren to get in here. So hopefully he'll be joining us soon. Who are you actually on board with at the moment, Jenneth?
I think the first guys who are going to call should be T. Simons, I believe. Not really. Somebody is going to have his who's that? Yep, it's Logan.
Right.
He started his top lap now.
All right, so Logan, of course, we know Logan from previous seasons. He's actually been a team principal before here at Inters Racing League. He's actually reserving tonight in the Williams, and you won't believe it, Powers, who's actually leading the Tier 3 championship, he was late in actually in checking in for his seat. And, yeah, he missed out by about half an hour, apparently, so he'll be absolutely... he'll be beside himself tonight. Yeah, just knowing that he won't secure any of those championship points for himself. They will, of course, go towards his team, but... yeah, Tetris, yeah, he'll be missing his teammate tonight, and hopefully Logan can just bring some points in for the Williams team, given that they're missing their championship leader at the moment, Jenna.
Yeah, he just come across about the hairpin and go into the second pass of the second sectors, and then go to the spoon now, and then his teammates Testros also in his hot lap, and then I think we can check about that Logan's going to go through the that straight, which is low the RS there, of course, and go into the two final chicane, and then he tried to record down something 119 for the time being, and two final chicane and go to the main straight. And then see what is his time. He's the first guy come across the finish line, and he make 129.319. And
that's not a bad, yeah, not a bad banker there. But we've just seen a couple of cars go about 5 tenths quicker. So Mamba has just posted the quickest time. Swiss Lord's actually gone with a 128.6. So yeah, that's looking pretty quick there from Swiss Lord in the Mercedes. And Mamba, of course, in the Alpha Tauri there, a 128.7. JTE Cali, of course, is returning tonight, 128.8. So those three cars, not much between them at all. Mookie actually just goes fastest than Tetris with a 128.4. So he's feeling very quick tonight in that Williams. Probably wanting to make a point to Alfa Romeo. We know he got he was up on the podium a few weeks ago, got a P2. So
and T. Simon,
Tetris, yeah.
T. Simon with the one coming across the line, see whether he can get very good timing here, and then he is in P9, 129.56.
Yeah, not
yep.
Not bad. That's not a bad banker there from Simons. Yeah, he didn't do too badly last week. I'm pretty sure he finished with a P4 in Spa in the Red Bull. So Scotty, the team principal, will be pretty happy with that result. And yeah, you've got to say he's been really picking his game up the last few weeks, T. Simmons.
Yeah, Chetna just finished at P6 for a time being 128.9, and Bridges is now joining us. Is that one of the here is Ray Traffic's out there, to be honest. It's just only 1-2 car in the pit. It's everybody in the track already, and then I think everybody comes back to the track in the pit, and then I'm now on board with
I've just seen Trenner go around, turn 7 in the McLaren, so he's just come around, he's hit the wall. I don't think there's any damage. I think it was a rear end that he hit there, so unfortunately didn't get in the way. I think it may have been an Aston Martin coming through, or maybe it was a Ferrari actually who came through, and hopefully it wasn't impeded there. So Trenner, he'll be coming into to pit, you'd imagine, after coming off track.
Not really bad. I think it's even no front wing has been damaged, and I think just go back to the pit, and then it's low fuel already. I think it's going to the pit. And it's the Kans start his hot lap. Beatrice is still in the pit. Do War, he's now in the final status, and going to the last checking, and then go into the main straight, see whether he can try and...
Just coming around turn 18 in the Ferrari, in the new livery too for Monza this weekend, and he goes with a 132.2, so that's not a bad banker there for Dom. You said Cuds was also on a fast lap as well, so let's get on board with the Alpine driver there, Cuds. He was obviously the #1 driver for Alpine in Tier 4 last season. Really strong debut season from Cuds. Had a great race last weekend at Spa, finished P2 overall up on the podium, so he's back into good form. Actually sits 4th overall in the Tier 3 standings with 54 points. Powers has got 130 points overall. Deadly Fuller with 99. Bridgie in P3 on 77. So Cuds is a little bit off the pace, but can easily make it up. We know how good he is, and he can really put together 3 or 4 podiums in a row if everything goes his way.
Yeah, I think he's really fast drivers in the Tier 3 for this season, and then it's still Brussels and Bridges is still in the pace, didn't make any lap yet, and I would like to see on board of the Constance, because just cross the finish line for the time being, start his hot lap. Is that he running the ERS or not? Very strange, still 100%.
Yeah, I think he invalidated that one, so he got his battery back up, and he's got enough fuel on to go again, I imagine. No?
No.
Looks like he might be pitting because he's not using any of his... Let's get on board with Batman in the Mercedes. So Batman's actually is really well respected around the racing leagues around here. Batman, he doesn't use any assists and started that way from the very beginning, and he's upgraded his gear this season as well, and you can see he's really determined to improve his racing, and you can see the results are coming his way. He's got caught up in a few incidents this season, unfortunately, but if he can put it all together, he's definitely a top 10 driver here, and wish him the best of luck out there today.
Yeah, indeed, Batman is a very good guy when you chatting with him sometimes, and then he's respect each other, and then always make fun, and it's really, really, really lovely guy. I like him very much, to be honest. And he's doing the pit. Sorry.
Ducks into the pits. Yeah, so obviously wasn't too keen on that lap, but as we just see one of the Ferraris come out as well. So I'm imagining that might be Parzival might be coming out, for his first lap. So Parzival, of course, in that new livery for celebrating the Monza race this weekend, and I'm the team principal for Ferrari, so I'm pretty bloody excited, let me tell you. I can't wait for this weekend. So wouldn't mind if we get on board. We'll come back to Parzival, we'll get on board with him for a hot lap. I just wouldn't mind seeing that livery go around. Another driver I want to highlight as well, if we can, Quiet Cake in the Aston Martin, P7 at the moment, a 128.8. He's in pretty good form, sitting P6 overall on the T3 standings with 52 points, just 2 points behind Cuds and JTE Cali, who are both tied on 54. So Quiet Cake is
jumps to the P4. Sorry, Eastron jumps to the P4. Yeah, Logan.
Terrific stuff there from Logan.
Yeah. And Quick Killer in the P3, and 2 Alfa Romeo driver in the P3 and 4 for the time being.
Oh, what's that? Quick Killer just had a massive snap coming out of, I think that may have been turn 7. Sorry, maybe it was turn 8 it was. Yeah, Quick Killer in the Alfa Romeo. So, of course, we saw him last weekend. I mentioned him in the intro, looking very good. He's the new driver, just been signed by Timmy Ethimon as well with a P4 at the moment. So those 2 drivers looking to impress their team principal, Timmy, and the 2 Williams drivers, 2 of those in the top 5. So it looks like it's going to be a bit of a shootout between Williams and Alfa Romeo at this stage.
Yeah, it's I just wanted to have a look on the stand. Who is in the T3 constructor stand for the time being? Sorry.
I've got to mention Swisslord as well, who's up in P2 at the moment in the Mercedes. So he's actually Batman's teammate. Those 2 have been working pretty well this season. Swisslord, I was actually talking with him before the race. I was his team principal last season at AlphaTauri, and Swisslord, he reckons he's going to go all right around here tonight. He's got the pace, and he's feeling himself in that Merc. So, yeah, you can see that he's putting that into action. He's in P2 at the moment. So, yeah, he's talking the talk and walking the walk at the moment.
Yeah, and then he's now into the another bridge, and then goes through to the another bridge and go to the hairpins for the time being, and then that will be another Spoots coming across, and Swiss losses. He's saving his ERS. I think he's not making a very good time. Maybe
looks like T. Simmons actually, and the Red Bull is coming around to finish his lap at the moment. Let's see if he's going to improve. Yeah, he's going to want to get up a little bit higher, and he puts it up in a P8, Jenneth.
Yeah, P8 is science gives to him.
Look at that, exact same time as Mookie in P7 in the Alpine. So we know it's me, Mookie, formerly as Hardy Dar. Actually, one of my teammates back in the day. Is one of the best blokes you'll ever meet. Fantastic driver too. Hasn't had the best of luck this season. Only sitting on 3 points after 6 rounds, unfortunately. But yeah, he's in P9 at the moment. So he'll want to finish in the top 10 and get a bunch of points. We know on his day he can definitely deliver.
Okay, Paso is the first lap. He's going to finish his first racing, and then he jumped to P5, 138.643.
Yeah, Parsifal will be happy with that one. Yeah, he was actually feeling himself for this race. Thinks he's got a lot of pace too. Up there with Swisslord, so there's only about 0.3 separating those 2 drivers at the moment. So Parsifal's definitely up there with the P5. He'll be happy with that. And he's actually, I've got that time wrong. He's actually jumped Swisslord. He's actually just, what is that, 100th? Yeah, not much in it at all.
109, right? Oh no, 1009.
Yeah.
1009.
Not much at all. Yeah.
Not much, yes.
9,000th. Yeah. Yep. So JT Cali's actually number 1 overall at the moment with a 128.2. So I wonder if we're going to get the 127s. That'd be pretty impressive if we do. Trenner, of course, with a 128. He won. No, he didn't. That was his teammate, Bridgie won. So last week, Trenner, how did he go? Trenner actually finished P13 last week, so didn't have the cleanest of race, but sitting in P2 at the moment on the front row, he'll be pretty happy with that, Jenneth. And who else we got? We've got Wayne Morris, actually. Looks like he might be finishing a hot lap, or he's coming into pits here. So Wayne Morris, actually his teammate, Deadly Fuller, he might be finishing his hot lap. Yep.
Yeah, that Fuller is going to his hot lap and then jump into the final setters into the last 2 chicanes he was going on. Sorry, I just muted the mic, Noguchi. there's something happened here.
Good.
And Fuller's
Look, definitely Fuller.
Yep.
Yep.
Only Fuller's on the track, and somebody's behind is going into the main straight, and then cross line, and he didn't correct his time a little bit down here, and then he's out. Yep.
Yeah, that's a little bit surprising from the guy who's currently P2 overall on the T3 standings. Deadly, I would have probably expected a little bit better with that, but he's still got a bit of time. I'm not sure if he's got the fuel to actually get around for another hot lap, and I don't think he's got time to box and get out again, unfortunately. So he may have not had the best qualifying session, Deadly Fuller.
Yeah, and also I think Red Bat is going to the pit again, and then another. It's like two minutes to go, I think.
Yeah.
It's difficult to
25.
25. Okay. Not really like somebody's going to be getting out again. So,
Tetris, if we get on board with Tetris in the Williams, he's currently on his hot lap. He's just going through turn 7 at the moment, and that's a tricky one. You want to go flat out through there, and you can with the softs if you line it up perfectly. You want to make sure you get away from that curb right there, because if you go a little bit wide, you're actually going to grind that. And if you try and get off it, it's really going to unsettle the car, and you'll probably end up losing it completely. So if you do get caught on that curb, you just want to grind it like a 50-50 all the way down. Probably you'll lose about 4/10, but it's worth it just holding on there if you do get stuck on it. So Tetris just coming around into Spoon, the first part of Spoon now. You want to just make sure that you get these two lined up perfectly to get the best exit out of here.
No, he's slowing down actually.
Pulled out of that one. Yeah. So he didn't have the jizz to keep going. He pulled out, and he'll reload to see if he can have another crack.
Who's that going to have his hot lap now? Is it Testra? Slow down. JT Kelly?
JT Kelly? Yeah,
he's running. Yeah.
He's just started. Yep. So he definitely hasn't left it late like a lot of these drivers out here now. You can see there's a lot of traffic out there, but he's actually put himself in a really good window. Yeah, first purple sector there. Yep, he's put himself in a really good window. There's no traffic at all around him, so that's smart there from Kelly. Let's see if he can really put this one together.
Yeah, it's just got the hairpin, and then just in front of him, maybe talk about 20 seconds apart from him is Rakin here, and then going into the first part of the Spoon. And then you can on board of him, and then go to 6th gear, turn the first part, and then 5th gear the second part, and then keep pressing his throttle down into the back straight, go to the gear 7 at 44% stuff ERS, and then go to 190 miles per hour. I think you have to change it back to that bit, and then into the final chicane and go to the main straight, see whether he can cover his top. I believe he can. 120. Oh no, not really. 128.7, and then it's just finished down.
Yeah, no, didn't really improve there. I think if we maybe, who's next to come around? It might be another McLaren. It might be Bridgie actually coming around next.
Yes, true.
Yep, let's get on board with Bridgie. So coming around turn 17 there, a car getting out of the way, the Mercedes coming around 18. Will Bridgie improve from P12 at the moment? Puts himself up in a P1 with a 128.3. So fastest, 128.2 it was. Very good time there from Bridgie. There's a few more cars coming around. Let's have a look. We've got a Red Bull coming around.
Should be T Simon? Nope.
No.
No.
Let's have a look. We've got a Williams coming around now. Or is that an Alpine? It's an Alpine. Where did he go?
Cunts. No, finish already. Is everybody crossing the line? Is now should be quick.
Trenner just goes with a 128 flat over the line to go fastest overall. So we've got the McLarens in P1 and P3 at the moment, and Ethimon splitting those with a 128.2 at the moment.
Logan jumped to P4.
Logan up in a P4 with a great time. So Kelly's coming around again. It looks like we might have we've got a Ferrari coming around. It's Parzival. So Parzival coming around in P9 at the moment with a 1:28.6. Can he improve? I think he's the last car to finish.
No, I think it's everybody finished already, right?
Yep, and we are done. So Trenner, Effie, Bridgie, Logan, Callie, Quick Killer, Tetris, Mamba, Parzival, and Swiss Lord will round out your top 10 there. So, Jennifer, you've got to say the McLarens really took advantage of the final lap there with a couple of minutes to go. They really timed that up well, and to finish P1 and P3. I'm sure Mercy, who's probably watching, he's one of the keenest team principals we've got on here at Intus Racing League. He'll be very happy with both these drivers up there in P1 and P3, don't you reckon?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to test trials. Is Quick Killer P6, P7 test trials, and then Mars was P8, and then Fossils is P9, Swiss Loss P10, Mokins in P11, T Simon P12, Quick Cat 13, Scans P14, Batman 15, Riley Moore 16, Fullers and 17, Gobson 19, and Redback 19, and the was 20. Just finish everything's here, and then so let's see what's going on. And then there's just some penalty by somebody. I cannot see who's that.
Yeah, no, I missed that pen.
Yep, I missed the pen.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that's all right. All right, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Off the start here at Japan. I mean, it's a really tricky braking zone coming into the first turn. Yeah. No matter how much practice you get, it's really hard to really nail that. You need to kind of just let the car roll into it a little bit and not brake so hard.
I just let it go. All right. Gear down to there and then shift to 4th or 5th, 5th, whatever. Turn to 1. Yeah. That definitely you have to do it.
If you do miss that braking zone, though, you are going to go wide to the left, and it really compromises the turn 2 there. So you want to make sure you just want to get that right, and it's going to be tricky with all these cars coming into that turn to start the race. But hopefully it's as clean as we can get it. There is no formation lap, Jenneth. So we've got 5 lights. They are off and racing. And it looks like actually Bridgie, he's jumped up there, so we'll get on board. Bridgie's actually sent it on Trenner, and it looks like he's actually got in front of him there. So Trenner's actually doing all right, and Kelly's holding on to P3 at the moment. He lets Bridgie go through there. Logan's up into P4, and he's holding steady. Quick Killer in P5.
Test trap.
Oh, Tetris is around, so maybe a bit of contact there, and he's had to let the whole grid go by, so that's really unfortunate there for the Williams driver in his first debut race in that seat tonight. So we'll move further up. We'll get on board with Logan at the moment. He's actually following Callie in the AlphaTauri, so Logan's in P4. He can see the gearbox there of Callie, and the two McLarens are in P1 and P2 at the moment. So look, Callie's going to really want to push here, and Logan and Quick Killer, to make sure that these McLarens don't get too far ahead and just walk away with this race, Jenneth.
Yeah, it's a very keen drive for the time being. Just 20 racers still here, and then try one by one, and then 2 McLaren, exactly that what British said, is going to be in P1 and P2 for the time being, and then Callie in the P3 and Logan at P4, Quick Killer P5. Is still Raking Racings, and then who's going to
Bridgie into the front. He's actually Trenner just absolutely let him go. I saw Bridgie had a little bit more straight line speed and actually pulled up off the accelerator and then put his foot back down, and he had more speed than Trenner, so Trenner just let him go coming into turn 16 there. So the McLaren's working beautifully together, but Callie up on the inside just has to let the McLaren go onto the curb. A little bit loose there from Trenner, with Callie right on his gearbox, and Logan just letting this one unfold in front of him.
There's some
yellow flag, Jenneth.
Where's it? There should be
Quick Killer up on the inside of Logan. I'm sorry, Quick Killer got the move done on Logan up into P4, so the Alfa Romeo taking all the advantage and the opportunity there when it presented.
Test try in the pit.
Yeah, so Tetris will be having to have a wing change, I'd imagine there, Jenneth.
Yeah, I believe so. Okay, so Bridges is going to have a soft tie, and then all the radars, the medium up to P5, and then because it's got P9, got a hard compound. That will be a very exciting racing, and then Kira is just follows the channels for the time being, and then go into the spoon. Some curbs.
Oh. I think there might be a bit of contact there. Was there with JT?
Yeah, JT.
Kelly and Quick Killer. And Kelly is actually into the wall at the moment. He's trying to get that car in reverse. Looks like he may be stuck, or is he waiting? No, he's coming out.
Oh, really so dangerous.
And he's just reversed into a car, was it? Was that Gobby that...
No, Testra.
It was Gobby who actually crashed into the back of Kelly, reversing on a track. So just absolute chaos there on lap 2 at the moment for those two drivers. It looked like Quick Killer may have had a little bit of contact with Kelly, sending it up on the inside. But yep, that'll all come out later on. We move further up, Jenneth, so it looks like the two McLaren drivers are still P1, P2 at the moment. Quick Killer's up into P3, so he's made quick work of those positions. He's up 3 positions. We've got Mamba up 3 positions in P5 at the moment. Cuds is up 5 positions, and Wayne Morris in P9 is up 6 positions at the moment, just 3 laps in.
Yeah, something happens. About Kali is just retire in the pit lane. Unfortunately, it's just bad. For him, and I don't know what happens there, and somebody touched him, I believe, and maybe Quick Killer or Logan, I cannot reckon who's that.
I believe it was Quick Killer, but yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, we just got on there late, and yeah, it's unfortunate. Kelly, he's had enough of that incident, and he's packed it in. The car's obviously got terminal damage, so Quick Killer, we'll get on board with Quick Killer because he's the one who's making the moves at the moment. Actually, T. Simmons as well, it looks like he might be pushing, but yeah, let's get on board with T. Simmons. He's right behind the house of Wayne Morris, and we know Wayne, he will put that car right in the middle of the track and won't give anyone any room at all if he can... and Simmons absolutely sends it up on the inside of turn 16, coming through 17. Wayne just sticks that gearbox right in his face and says, I'm going to shake that thing and you're not going to get around it. Batman's actually having a good look at this. Oh, and Quiet Cake absolutely up on the inside. Makes a little bit of contact. Wayne makes a little bit of contact there as well. Quiet Cake absolutely sends it on Wayne, gets the job done. So this is absolutely where the action is at the moment. So Simmons at the moment of this, he's in the front of this pack. Quiet Cake's behind Wayne Morris and then Batman, Jenneth.
Yeah, and then also the Fullers and Monkeys still follow this one. Is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars together, and then let's have a look on the top. See, there's some change about Israel's goes to pass through Marbles is jump to the P5 already, and 2 Alfa Romeo driver in the P5 and 3, and Fullers is just passed through Batman in the under the bridge, and then another 2 has drivers is driving together in the P11 and P12. And the fun is more interesting. I think Testra, China is follow the bridges, and then Quick Killer is closely to each other into the straight. And then now the DRS is on board already, and then I believe in the main straight there will be something happens. And then Yellow Fat.
Yep. Maybe one of them Ferraris, maybe Domwar having a little bit of trouble. Parzival's down 6 positions, so maybe he might be having some trouble as well. We move further up, back at the Hasses at the moment, and Deadly Fuller. So second overall, he's not making a lot of ground on his teammate Wayne Morris at the moment, but Quiet Cake absolutely getting the move done. Yep, just going past the start-finish line there, gets the move done on the Red Bull. So that Aston Martin Quiet Cake, he's got a lot of pace in there. He's up 3 positions at the moment, and you can see he's looking to get some more moves done.
Yeah, I think also Street Slotches did pass to the P6 already, and there's lots of things happens in here.
Swiss Lord got the move done. You're right on Mamba. And it looks like Quick Killer is up into P3. He's been sitting there for a little while, but getting closer to the back of Trenner. And these McLarens are really doing a great job just getting at P1, P2 at the moment. Yellow flag. What do you see, Jenneth?
A Ferrari again. There was just been at the first sectors.
Yeah, looks like maybe coming around turn 7 there. So, yeah, unfortunate there for the Ferrari driver. He's reserving tonight. Of course, we're missing IRL Scotty, and he's in the gravel again, Dom War, but we'll move further up to the action. Quick Killer. He actually looks like he might be able to make a move here. Look at these two. The McLarens just holding the line, making sure that this Alfa Romeo is not going to get a good look, and Tetris actually picks up a 3-second time penalty. Really unfortunate. He's not having a good race, Tetris. So Quick Killer, let's see, he's going to get the DRS, but so will Bridgie. Let's see how this one unfolds. You reckon he's going to send it, Jennifer?
Yeah, it's 82% from Quick Killer, but I think the straight line speed for the Quick Killer is not faster than the McLaren's drivers, and then Bridges go to the P1 and then safety car.
We have a safety car. Looks like
no
a
idea
Red
who's
Bull.
that. Red Bull?
Is it Gobby?
No. Who's
Williams?
that? Medium? No.
We've got Batman in the pits, so I think he might just be putting on
he
fresh
lost
set of
his front
tyres.
leg. Yeah, he lost his front leg.
It was Batman, was it?
Yeah, Batman, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yep, so Batman lost a front wing. Let's see if Tetris comes into the pits.
Oh, 5-second penalty, double.
Oh, Don Moore not having a great start at this race, unfortunately. So Tetris keeps going. He's got no damage, so he's going to catch up. Anyone else in the pits? Looks like Gobby may be coming into the pits.
Gobby, maybe yes. Maybe very slow,
No,
very slow. No, very slow.
Yep.
I think it's a Delta.
Yeah, it must be the Delta. This game, craps itself on that. So
yeah, we hate this one.
Well, great start from the McLarens, you got to say, Jeneth. P1, P2. Of course, we saw coming around here was Spoon, where Quick Killer, it looked like got on the inside of JTE Cali, and he definitely he didn't die wondering. And it looked like Cali, he got sent a little bit wide, and then looked like he came back on a track and maybe made contact with another driver coming through, and that's what actually sent him into the wall. Just looking back, I think that's what went through the memory bank there. So
yeah,
unfortunate for Cali.
Yeah, somebody in the pit, pitches in the pit, soft change.
So
Testra also.
Tetris did wait a lap to come into the pits, did he?
No, sorry, China said a lot of people in the pit.
Now
Says
they're
1, 2,
coming
3,
in.
4, 5, 6, 7
Yep.
driver in the pitch. I think they change for the look of the pitches change to the hard compound and coming
Let's
out.
have a look at the tyres. Yep.
And then the hard also Fenas.
So the drivers that stayed out was Quick Killer, Ethimon, Mamba, Cuds, Wayne, Mookie, and Parzival. So they're all on 6-lap-old mediums, apart from Cuds, who's on 6-lap-old hards. So Bridgie and Trenner, who were leading the race, they put on the fresh hards, as well as Logan, who was in P4, Swiss Lord, Quiet Cake, Simmons, Salmons, Deadly Fuller, and Ratbag have all put on those hards. You're right, Jenna. So they'll likely go to the end, unless there's another safety car late, and they'll whack on fresh set of mediums, or if they've got a new pair of softs, maybe those. And this is probably one of the tracks where you can get away with using the softs for a few laps longer than other tracks. I've heard that they can go up to about 10 or 11 laps around here.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, true. That is true. Okay, now the situation changed, and because 2 Alfa Romeo's drivers didn't come into the pit, and then so they are now in the P1 and P2, and then Bridges and Chainas is going to the P8 and P10, and then in between is the sandwich of the McLaren is Logan's, which is the Williams driver for the time being, and then we have to wait for another 1 or 2 laps because I think they is still not packed yet because Groves is far away from the safety car.
Yeah. This would probably be a good time to hear from our stat man if he's listening. But look, I've got to say, with those 2 Alfa Romeos out in front, you've got to say Timmy is in his bag of tricks tonight. Just pulling it out with one of those signings and leading the race at the moment. And Ethimon, who looked like he was actually going to take the team principal role. Timmy jumped in and took the reins. So looks like Ethimon is settling in as a driver quite nicely after Timmy has taken over the lead role there. And as we said, they're P1, P2 at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this Kalas just retired after the crash, and then his teammates, Mabal is now in P3, and Kunz is in P4. The Alpine drivers. has drivers. Wallis is in P5. There's a good one still. And how many safety? How many laps of the safety car already? Here is 3 laps. So.
Yeah, I think once the Red Bull of Gob catches up, the safety car will be in after this. I'm pretty sure we've already gone around once, so that's all they need to do. As long as all the cars go around together.
Did you summons me, Broseph?
Wait, I did. I saw you jump in, and then I forgot you. And then I forgot you came in. Battlecat, how are you, mate?
Doing well. How can I help you?
Oh, just wondering. I think before the race you said you might jump in with a few stats tonight, so I'm wondering if you've got anything hot off the presses that you might be able to inform us with this Tier 3 race.
Not really, unfortunately. I'm not running the app, so unfortunately I haven't got any hot stats for you. I do see 2 alphas there in P1 and P2, so that's I'm sure Timmy's rubbing his hands together, pretty excited for the Alfa Romeo. He's turned that team around, hasn't he?
Oh, no doubt about it. Timmy will be he'll be very happy at the moment, no doubt about it. Actually, I've seen him in chat. He says Alfa Romeo is back and they're on fire. So, yep, you got to hand it to him. The old wily fox, he's back. He's back and he's got these drivers really performing. So that's all right, Battlecat. We haven't got any of those red hot stats from you, but we'll talk a bit of Ferrari, considering we're at Monza this weekend in the real F1.
Safety cars.
Yeah,
safety cars. Do you want to call this?
I'll
leave you to it, boys. I'll leave you to it.
All right, mate. You enjoy the race, and we'll see you tomorrow, mate. So Quick Killer's actually gone. He's off and racing. So he's actually got a fairly decent gap to Ethimon, who's absolutely given him just under a second and a half gap there. So Cuds is actually looking like he might be pushing Mamba at the moment here. He's on those 8-lap-old hards. So you've got to say Cuds is sitting in a fairly good position here because he's the only car in the top 7 on those 8-lap-old hards. All the rest of the cars around him got 8-lap-old medium. So you're going to think he's going to go a little bit longer and a little bit quicker than the cars in front of him. Jenneth, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think this Japan we can see maybe a little bit longer for the hard compounds, maybe running 20 laps, more than that, probably. We have tried before 20 laps. And we have seen the Bridges, yes, behind the Passos.
Really? Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Oh, Quick Killer's around.
Quick Killer's gone.
On turn 8. So
under the bridge,
under the bridge. Under the bridge downtown is where he drew some blood of the Alfa Romeo driver. Really unfortunate there for Quick Killer. Not what you wanted just after the safety car restart, and he was in P1 with a really good lead over his teammate as well, who gave him a great buffer. So Quick Killer and Timmy won't be happy. They'll probably be on the blower right now, and Timmy will just be calming his driver down, letting him know that there's plenty of race still to go and he can get back up where the points are going to be made.
Yeah, they have low damage of the front wings for the Quick Killer, so I think he can keep racing. Maybe just a
Mamba's up in a P1. Mamba is up in a P1, Jenneth.
Yeah.
Cuds is absolutely sent it. He's up in a P2 at the moment, just going through turn 17. So Mamba, he went wide coming into 16. Ethimon got the job done. Cuds absolutely sent it. And Mookie on the outside of Mamba into P3 at the moment. These two are going side by side. Coming into turn 1, will Mamba send it? No, he's going to tuck in behind the Alpine. So I've got to say, Mookie has returned to form and Cuds is wide. The two Alpine drivers have just exchanged positions here. They're going side by side. What's going to happen? Are they going to give each other room? Are they going to take each other out? They're giving too much room at the moment. Mamba's just watching this unfold. The Alpine drivers need to communicate, and one of them needs to go. It's Mookie who's actually in front, so Cuds has just let his teammate go there. Oh, that could have been absolute carnage. You could tell Ads was about to have a heart attack. The Alpine team principal, and Logan right on the back of Wayne Morris absolutely sends it side by side, and he got the job done, but that was a really dangerous position there. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, now is the Alpines in the P2 and 3, and then F1 is going to be far away from them, 1.6 seconds already. And sorry, my son just showed me this type signal number 9 in Hong Kong. And it's Logan's in the P5 has 3 laps for the half compounds. Is a good position of him, I believe. And so F1 should be going to the pit, and also Monkeys should be going to the pit because they already won 9 laps of the mediums already. And
Logan,
who's that?
He's just made a little bit of contact with Mamba. So he's just going to have to just tap the brakes a little bit coming into turn 16, and Logan's he's lined this up beautifully to get the job done on Mamba. If he can get his foot on the throttle here, DRS has just been enabled, so he's going to have to do it on pure pace with a little bit of toe. Gets the job done, it looks like. Yep, quite easily there. Cuds as well gets the job done on his teammate Mookie. So, great moves there that we saw.
Swiss
Wayne Morris, 3-second time penalty. Really unfortunate there. Swiss Lord.
Yeah, Pillai just passed Puzzle. And who's that? Maybe we have to go for about the penalties. Got 3 seconds for Wallis and Quick Cast 3 seconds, 5 seconds for Dowos, and Test Truck got 3 seconds as well.
Now, you did mention pitting for these medium runners up the front here, but I don't know about that at the moment. It looks like these guys are really fighting, and we could see a safety car at any moment. So I just probably refrain from pitting just yet until the race kind of settles down. Bridgie up in a P6. If we can get on board with Bridgie, absolutely up on the inside of turn 11, try to get all the traction on the exit. Couldn't get the move done. Mamba held his ground. And he's flashing like a Ecstasy Field nightclub at the moment. Shout out to you, Marty B, my boy in the Ferrari. Wayne Morrison, P7, is behind Bridgie at the moment. It looks like we've got Donmore. Donmore may have gone around, or...
No,
Parzival.
Puzzle.
It's Parzival. So it was the Ferrari. I called the wrong Ferrari, but Parzival having an absolute nightmare out there at the moment. Just unfortunate. So we'll move back up. It looks like Wayne Morris and Bridgie have locked wheels going around turn 18. We know these two had a bit of trouble last weekend. Bridgie's right on the back left tyre of Wayne, and this is going to be interesting. He sends it.
Logan's just go to the P3.
Yellow flag. Quiecake's out. Quiecake is out.
Yellow flag. Safety car, virtual.
Virtual safety car, so Quiecake into turn 1 somewhere. I can't see his car, but it was into turn 1, so
that's
unfortunate. Yeah. Bugger. So, yeah, you're right.
Also
Logan up in a P3. Parzival in the pits, so that's the only thing that'll save him. You're right. Logan, 5-lap old hards, really getting the most out of those. Made a couple of moves on Mookie and Mamba. So, wow, Jeneth, that was really exciting after that first safety car, and we've got a virtual at the moment, so hopefully not too much time here will be wasted, and we'll get back under racing. But, geez, mate, that was thrilling.
Yeah, the top 18 still packed together, just within 10 seconds, 16 seconds, something. And it seems that will be another good, exciting race for the couple of the laps later on. There will be another 15 laps to go. We are now in lap 12. The safety cars is gone, and I think we should straight gone very soon.
Yeah, no, it won't be long. These drivers have got to watch the delta, especially on a safety car, and especially when it looks like it's going to come up to a corner as well, because you all know you can get caught out, and the penalty is as severe as it gets on this game. It's a drive-through penalty if you go over the delta when it goes green. And just as I said it, does it get any worse? That's my driver. I'm the team principal Ferrari, and that's the commentator's curse in full effect right there.
You don't need to mention about the drive-through, alright? Next time is that drive-through exactly happen immediately. T Summon in the pit.
I'm going to get a bucket. I'll be back in a minute.
Alright. T Summons in the pit is going to serve change his front wing, and then now resume the race. And and then it was in the P1s. Have a look on about the time again, and then now Logan's in a very good position, and another virtual safety car. Something happened. I can't see what's happening. Should be
Parzival might be in the. Yep, he's in the fence again.
Yeah.
It looked like.
Lost his front wing. Yep, indeed.
So it's another virtual. So yeah, make sure these drivers don't get a drive-through here. They don't get caught out. And had my bucket break, so I'm feeling much better, Jeneth.
This Puzzles is not going to serve his drive-throughs for the time being because the virtual safety car. Another 5 seconds. Another 5 seconds.
He's going to call it a night.
He's
retired in pit lane.
Yeah.
He's get much worse for the poor Ferrari driver there. So Parzival, he's going to enjoy watching Monza this weekend and cheering on his teammates tomorrow in Tier 2 at Inters Racing League at 5 p.m. You'll catch yours truly in the Ferrari with Marty B, who's actually in P2 in the championship in Tier 2. So he'll be cheering on his teammates and tomorrow. So hopefully you can all join that. But up the front at the moment is Cuds in P1.
Yeah,
and he's on 13 lap old hards, Jeneth. So how much longer do you reckon he'll go on those?
20 laps. I always say 20 laps for Hakama.
And then soft compound, you reckon Cuds will bring it home with?
Yep, I think so. And Logan's is the 7 laps in the hard, so that will be a very good position what he has. He can finish the race for the 20 laps, I think. And but Monkey is a little bit difficult because 13 laps for the soft, for the medium compound already. I think his tire is going to be screaming. So 2 Alpine in the P1 and P2 is not very good, but Logan is a really good position because they are already...
Logan's really making a move on Cuds at the moment. Oh, on the outside. Gives him just enough room coming into turn 13. This is Spoon, and the second party goes wide, and Cuds opens up the door on the inside, says thank you very much, but Logan... He's got the straight line speed. I'll tell you what, he recovered very well from turn 14 and has actually stayed in front here. So Cuds is going to just look to get the toe, tuck in behind. Mookie's just watching this unfold behind him. So the 2 Alpines, P2 and P3, Ads will be lapping this up, I've got to tell you. The McLarens in P4 and P5, so they've done well just to keep in touch here. They're about 2.5 seconds behind those 3 drivers in the top 3 at the moment. Then Wayne's about a second behind the 2 McLarens, with Swiss Lord about a second behind in P7 as well in the Mercedes.
Yeah, so now in the top 5 is only 3, maybe we can say top 8. There's only 4 teams here, and Williams is Logan in the first place, and 2 Alpine, the P2 and 3, and McLaren in P4 and 5, and also Hess in P6 and 8, and Swiss Lord in the P7. So Logan's just keep pushing his P1's positions. It's 1 second, almost 1 second under the bridge already, and T. Simon's got the faster lap 30.955.
If we can get on board with Deadly Fuller, please. If I could just bring... if we can... Because Deadly Fuller's actually P2 in the Constructors at the moment, behind Powers. And Powers, of course, isn't racing tonight. So Deadly Fuller, all he needs to do is really just... Oh, and Swiss Lord, we saw the Mercedes get a big snap coming out of turn 11, I believe it was. They're coming into 13 now. So Deadly Fuller... He's got his teammate in P6 at the moment, Wayne Morris, just in front of Swiss Lord, and Deadly Fuller's right on the back of Swiss Lord at the moment. So Deadly Fuller, he just needs to finish somewhere in the top 10, consolidate a good group of points. Mookie in front of Cuds, you're right. So Mookie on those 14-lap-old mediums, he's still getting some nice juice out of those, Jeneth.
Yeah, so exactly what you're saying is Fuller is now in the construction team in the P2, and then Swiss Lord off 3 seconds. And then so the Fuller has got a very good position that's just behind him, and then Williams is the ERS try to get through and try to pack with his teammates, see whether he can make the button or not in the turn 1. Very good late braking. And Swiss Lord go wide, and then maybe Testra get some chance as well.
Quick Killer got up on the inside. Yeah, Quick Killer and Deadly Fuller up on the inside of Swiss Lord. And Swiss Lord, I think he just decided to let that one go and fight another day. Deadly Fuller looked like he was really keen on that move on the inside, and it's really difficult going into turn 1 to try and fight there. So Swiss Lord, he just took a breath, I think, and Quick Killer on 15-lap-old mediums got up on the inside. So Quick Killer really getting some pace out of those old mediums like Mookie.
Yeah, and then still very quick battles between P6 to up to P10, and then 5 cars together in Bridges still half seconds behind his teammates Tesla, and then Kans is in the P1, and 15 laps already, so medium 15 laps, very risky to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too, especially if you're going to be fighting. Looks like maybe Ethimon and Don Moore have just changed positions there, but Quick Killer, and Deadly Fuller and Wayne Morris side by side. Wayne lets Deadly Fuller go, so definitely playing the team game there. Doesn't want to let Quick Killer get up on the outside, and Wayne will stick his Haas his big ass right in the back, right in the front of Quick Killer's face, and Quick Killer, he gets all of that he can just about sniff. Wayne giving him absolutely
no. There's a quick.
And Wayne, it looked like it looked like Wayne just squeezed him into the wall. I mean that's what I saw. And Quick Killer, his car just glitched straight through Wayne. So, and Wayne's been disqualified for facing the wrong way. And someone's just collected him. Who was that? Was that Mamba or? Yeah, Mamba smashed into Wayne there. So, oh mate, unfortunate turn of events there for Wayne Morris.
Safety car. Oh, that is not good. Why is this? He cannot do this. He's exactly leave no rooms to Quick Killer.
Yeah, the room need to be given there to Quick Killer, unfortunately.
No, it's definitely not good. In the pit wall, exactly just behind the pit wall. So T Simon into pit. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Anyway, I think somebody is going into pit for the 16 laps soft medium.
So what have we got? You'd have to think about, 8 laps racing, maybe 7-8 laps racing. So that's definitely soft compound, range. Let's see if anyone's got those in the bag.
I'm checking Logan first, the P1. See whether they're going to soft or not.
Logan, he would not have wanted this safety car.
Yeah,
he had a pretty good advantage. Yeah.
He's in the pit.
Yeah, he'd have to.
Mookie's in the pit.
Mookie's in.
Everybody?
In.
Everybody? Dodges? Chela?
Yep. Trenner, Fuller, Quick Killer, Tetris, Swiss Lord, Batman is...
Oh, 5 seconds, Tesla.
Batman Tetris gets a 5 second.
Yeah,
Gobby's in. Ethimon. Ethimon going to stay out. Ethimon has to stay out. He stays out. Yeah.
Stay, go. No.
Where is Ethimon going to come out? We're on board with Ethimon.
Sorry.
He goes all the way up into P3. So 4-lap old hards, interesting. He's going to really have to fight to keep that car.
Not bad.
It's not bad. You could definitely pull off a top 10 finish here if you play your cards right from Ethimon.
Yeah, not bad. Everyone's not bad in position. 4 laps hard.
So Tetris, we saw picking up that 5 second speeding in pit lane. That's one of those things that you definitely don't want to collect, and Tetris will be happy to see the back end of this race, although he's going to finish with points. And that's what I've got to say, as hard as it is when things don't go right for you early on, if you stick it out and you just be consistent and kind of keep your head, more often than not you'll end up with points. So just a reminder to those drivers who have a hard time early on, if you can, stick it out, because all those points, they really do count at the end of the year. It's a really close drivers championship at the moment overall. We've got Haas in P1 with 362 points. We've got Williams in P2 with 351 points, so right on the back. And we've got the greatest motor racing team of all time, everyone's grandfather, Ferrari, 325. Aston Martin on 313 points in 4th position. McLaren on 271, TP Mercy, P5. And then Mercedes on 238 in P6. Alpine's on 222. AlphaTauri in P8 on 210. And Red Bull on 168 and Alfa Romeo on 148, rounding out the top 10 there. So all these points are really going to count at the end of the year for every single team. So if you can, try and hang in there and finish the race.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're still waiting for T Simons to pack the safety car pack. What you reckon is who is the winner today? Just take a guess. Oh, that is a very difficult question.
Look,
I really cannot pick, to be honest.
I'm gonna call Logan. And this is a massive shot in the dark, because normally whenever I say Logan, the next words that follow are DNF. Logan loves to walk his car into a wall. that's I love him to death, and he's a great driver, but more often than not, he ends his car not finishing the race. But I just reckon with Mookie behind him, Mookie's really considerate. I reckon if Logan gets a good start, he's shown good pace today. He's shown the ability to keep his car on track. So if he can get away with a fairly decent start off the line, my money's on Logan to win this. But I want to say that Cuds, on those softs, he's the first runner on the softs. And I know Cuds, when he gets the bit between his teeth and he can see an opportunity to podium or win a race, knowing that the cars in front of him have got, not such good compound tyre, he'll take every advantage. So my money's with Logan and Cuds to win this. What about you, Jenneth?
I like Bridges. P4. McLaren. He got a very strong pace for the whole race. Even the first safety car go in and they changed the tyre and then jump to the P5 and 6 to both McLaren, and then now Bridges in the P4 in a fresh medium, and so that's why that will be a quite interesting racing for the time being. And sorry, the safety car in this lap, and we have to jump on board about that.
Yeah, get on board with Logan, please, Jenneth,
All right,
for the safety car restart. He has to have a nice, clean restart here with no stop starting. So I think he's actually going to go closer to the start-finish line. I reckon he'll wait till the safety car is completely in, or he better, otherwise he's going to get caught out. He's gone. He's gone. So it looks like he's got a pretty good start on Mookie. He's got about 8 tenths, just under 8 tenths, and Ethimon is about a second behind in P3. So Bridgie's right on the back, absolutely looking like he's going to make a move, and there's contact. There's contact between Ethy and Bridgie and Ethimon, and again there's contact. Bridgie is absolutely doing his best impression of Jim Smoing at the moment. He's back into P9, comes on board, and so his teammate up into P7, Bridgie into P9, Deadly Fuller, Trenner, there's Cuds, Quick Killer's up into P4 behind his teammate on soft tyres, so Quick Killer's the big mover. We've got Deadly Fuller's around, Tetris is around as well. A couple of cars not having the best of it on this restart. Mookie is 2 tenths behind Logan at the moment, so he's really putting the pressure on Logan. Ethimon is about 3 seconds behind, so it looks like it's going to be a 2-car race for this finish, Jenneth.
Yeah, this Mookie is now just very close to Logan, and then go to the first part of the spoon. Both of them is willing to use the ERS, see whether we can overtake the spots, you see?
Oh yeah, Quick Killer's absolutely burning at the moment, going up on the inside of his teammate Ethimon and gets the move done. Of course, he's on those soft tyres, so Ethimon's going to let him go. Ethimon was lucky to survive, coming into contact with Bridgie just after the safety car restart. Let's have a look. Mookie is about 4.5 tenths behind Logan at the moment, just coming around turn 18. So he's going to have to wait probably another lap to get this done. But he just posted the fastest time with a 1:30 flat. So Mookie looking in very good form on those 3-lap-old mediums. It's the same as Logan. Quick Killer's on 3-lap-old softs, and Ethimon in P4 7-lap-old hards. Cuds is not really making those moves that he thought I would, but he's just hanging in there. Of course, we've got, 5.5 laps to go, Jenneth, so there's still quite a lot of racing left here.
Yeah, it's 6 laps to go, and Mookie is still 3 tenths behind Logan, and then going into the under the bridge, and that is the very difficult one here. And then Mookie's got some spin his wheel, and then go to have the hairpin, and then go into the final. The T Simon got 3-second penalty for the multiple warnings, the track limit. Now I think Logan's good pace is 1 second apart from everybody already, and then Quick Killer into the P3 and P4. Yep.
It looks like Mamba actually may have come into contact with someone. He's fallen down a little bit, maybe with T Simmons maybe. So Ratbag took advantage of that one, so I'm sure we'll see a bit come after that after the race, but we'll just move further up. It looks like Cuds actually in the Alpine. Cuds is really on the back of Ethimon, and Ethimon using all of his car to make sure that Cuds can't get a clean run. Ethimon on the inside here. Cuds is going to really have to just line this up. Yeah, he's going to get this one done.
Logan faster lap, 1:39.625.
Beautiful. Cudsy's going to get this move done here on the inside, coming into turn 1, gets the job done, up into P4 here. So nice job there from the Alpine driver, the Civic P2 and P4 at the moment, with the Alfa Romeos in P3 and P5. Williams is still up there in P1. That's Logan holding steady. He's just pushed the gap over 1 second at the moment. So Mookie, if he's going to win this race, he's going to need to bridge that gap, get in the DRS zone and get a good run coming into turn 18 and get a run down the home straight, Jennifer.
Yeah, 6 laps to go, including this one, and Mookie is still getting closest, including 1 second. Maybe the DRS zones can help him a little bit about the overtake, but he's lost a little bit downforce for the multiple corners, which is the low speed.
Trenner on the outside of Ethimon absolutely gets the move done. I saw Ethimon coming out of turn 11. He lost a little bit of traction, a little bit of squiggly. Gets on the grass there as well, coming into the spoon to turn 13 and 14. Of course, Bridgie is right on the back of Ethimon, so he is feeling the pressure of those faster compound tyres around him, and Ethimon is flashing at the moment. So Bridgie, is he going to get a run? Coming into turn 16, 17, round 15 at the moment. On the outside, Bridgie sends it. Ethimon lets him go. So Ethimon just playing the smart long game there. It was really well done there, I thought. So Bridgie was always going to send it there on those fresher tyres. So up in a P6, the McLaren driver, and right behind his teammate in P5 at the moment, Jenna.
Yeah, and Swiss lost just past his teammates Batman to Mercedes just swapped the position, and Monkey is keep still 1 second behind Logan, and then seems not right close together. And what you see is Batman still behind his teammates, so Bridges and Trainers is constant 4 seconds behind everybody for the P1, 2, 3, and then Quick Killer get closest to Monkey, and then P1, 2, 3 being the test track and got another 3 second penalties.
Another one there for Tetris. If we can get Quick Killer to overtake Mookie, we'll have the 2 Alpines together, followed by the 2 McLarens, Ethimon, then the 2 Mercedes, followed by the 2 Red Bulls. So we've got all the teammates racing side by side here at the moment, just coming into the final stages of this race here in Japan, round 7, Inters Racing League.
Yeah, Mookie is going to burn his ERS up to 6% left, and so that's why he get closest to Logan. And Logan got another 16, and then I believe they are just spending the ERS for the last main stretch for the lap 24. Going to start, and then go to 1, 2, 3, 4 laps to go. Mookie can do anything here in the time.
Mookie's burning. He was burning his ERS down that home straight, trying to put the pressure on Logan coming into the final few laps here. So Logan, it's really just about keeping his head here.
Sorry, if something happens, that's just 3 slots just pass through each one. Okay, go for the Logans and Mookie.
No, you're right. Ethimon got the move done on Batman there. So, yep, Mookie is really trying to keep the pressure on the back of Logan here. And, yeah, Logan, as I said, just needs to keep his head. I don't think Mookie's got the straight line speed to get this done. So if Logan can just hold on, but of course Mookie is going to use the DRS, so he's saved up a little bit of ERS as well. But so is Logan this lap. So Logan's pushing around 30% ERS, and Mookie's got about half that at the moment. And Mookie's actually looked like he was trying to make a move there, just coming into out of 12 into 13, but thought better of it. And he absolutely did. Ethimon looks like he's around.
Safety car.
Wow. So Ethimon's absolutely around and just coming back on a track now. Really unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver. He was doing really well out there, but obviously had a moment, and the safety car has come out. So I'm not sure why they put another safety car out. It's a bit silly. Should have probably just been a virtual.
And 2 laps to go.
I mean, these cars are going to pit. We're going to come out and do 1 lap of safety car, and then
Logan pit.
There has to be 2 laps of racing. So this game, I tell you,
Mookie pit.
Code disasters. That's what it is.
I don't know why Mookie's pit.
I mean, you definitely don't want to pit with a lap to go, Mookie.
It's only one lap to go.
No, you need track position with less than a lap to go of racing. You know, less than 2 laps to go of racing. You need track position. That's what counts. There's no way he's going to make it back up to P2 from where he is in P11.
P11,
so,
yeah.
Really unfortunate there for the Alpine driver. Hopefully he can make a few oppositions, but if Ads was in comms being engineer, I'm sure that wouldn't have been the call from pit wall to pit onto fresh softs.
No, definitely cannot. Yeah, it's too late for the safety cars. Everybody should be stay out unless you are at the very bad of the beginnings, because we're going to resume this race in lap 36, which is 1 lap to go. Okay, so Logan, in the P1 and the Quick Killer. Don't forget about Quick Killer. All the times he's doing very well, and counts as the P3, and 2 McLaren's driver in the P4 and 5. 2 McLaren driver in the P4 and 5, and then 2 Mercedes driver in P6 and 7, and 2 Red Bull in P8 and 9, and Ferrari the P10. Mookie's unfortunately dropped to the P11 because he got to the pit from the P2.
Yeah, I've got to say, I'll highlight Dom Wood just in the Ferrari in P10. I've got to say, he had a really unfortunate beginning to this race. I think he had to sit and serve a penalty as well. Of course, the safety car's in, because we need to race for the last 2 laps. So just a complete waste of time. Thanks EA Sports for that one. And you've totally ruined Mookie's race as well. So, yeah, as I said, Dom Moore just sticking it out there, done well. P10 at the moment.
Yeah.
So let's get on board with Logan. He's the safety car restart, and he needs to make sure he gets this one well, because Quick Killer, of course, Timmy is going to be very excited with Quick Killer on the softs, who's had the pace last weekend and this weekend. Will he make the move coming into turn 1?
No.
He won't. Logan's going to hold on. He's going to make sure he gets his braking zone right here, and Quick Killer is going to absolutely have a look up on the inside. He got the move done. He got the move done, and Logan was wondering there on the outside of turn 2. So absolutely sent it, got the move done. Cuds in P3 at the moment on 8-lap-old softs is putting a bit of pressure on Logan as well. The 2 McLarens are a little bit further back, as are the Mercedes, so we'll keep on board here with Cuds. Cuds looking at the back of Logan. We've got a lap and a half to go, ladies and gentlemen, and Logan has a big snap coming out of 11. Coming out of 9, I think it was. And Ratbag's out, so he's DNF'd. We've got Trenner up into P3 at the moment and Cuds in P2, so Logan into P4. He caught the car, but he's caught it off the podium, and he's going to absolutely push on the back of Trenner here at the moment. He's going to look on the inside of Spoon up into 13. Trenner gets him wide, so Logan puts the McLaren driver under pressure and gets the move done.
Yeah, so Quick Cat is 1 second apart from Curzon, and Logan's followed by Curzon. 2 McLaren still hold and push, and then Traders try to make the drop downs to Logan and cannot do it, and now going into the final 2 seconds, and it goes to the final laps, and which is kind of whether it's the Quick Killers in the P1s for the line laps of the soft components, and then all the main streaks down to the P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also line laps. They didn't change. Mookie is going to pass through us, going to jump to the P10, and then Mabel's got 3 seconds penalty. We go back to the P1s, the Quick Killers in the finish the first sentence, which is he got another 60% of the ERS to burn. And
Mookie picks up a 3-second penalty. That's really unfortunate. That's going to be his race over. He's in P15 at the moment. And so Quick Killer, this is the final lap of the race, Jenneth. So we're in here at Suzuka Tier 3 Inters Racing League. Quick Killer's got the lap. He's got the gap over just under 1.5 seconds. So it looks like Quick Killer's going to come away with this one. Logan up into P3. So he likely will get away with a podium, but Trenner's on the back of him at the moment, coming through Spoon with about just under 7 tenths behind. So Trenner really needs to send it here if he's going to make a move. Bridgie's got the time penalty, so likely won't send it on his teammate. But Quick Killer is absolutely if he gets this right coming to turn 16 and 17 and out of 18, the Alfa Romeo driver just signed by Timmy. He's going to win his first race here for Enters Racing League. Comes around. He's done it. Quick Killer for the Alfa Romeo is the race winner here. Round 7, Cuds, P2 and the Alpine. P3 for Logan, so he did well to hold on there. Really tricky last few laps for Logan, but he finished on the podium, so great points there. Trenner, P4. Batman, he absolutely gets a fantastic P5, so Bridgie with the time penalty, that shoots Batman up into P5, and I've got to say, that's his best finish for the year. Congratulations, Batman. Great race there. I didn't catch the rest of the top 10. What about you there, Jeneth?
Then it's just another McLaren in the P6. Then, sorry, I get a Quick Killer is the driver of the day for the game. Let us go through the...
Yep, so we'll just wait till the screen comes up. I've got to say, yeah, driver of the day contention, Quick Killer, no doubt about it. I reckon Cuds will probably be in contention for driver of the day as well. I've got to see, where did Cuds come back from qualifying? Let's have a look here. So I don't think he had the greatest. No, it was P14, Cudsy. So he did really well to bring the car back up there to finish P2. I think Logan was qualified 4th and got it back up there into P3. And we've actually got the third podium winner here in comms at the moment. Logan, your return in the Williams as a reserve to Enters Racing League tonight. You've got to say, mate, you were on for the race win there at the end, but...
you said my name too many times.
Well, yeah, I did. I absolutely put the commentator's curse on. Battlecat said that I did, and at least you didn't DNF, mate. You got a P3. So talk us through your race. Are you happy with your finish, mate?
Yeah, sorry, I have to go. Sorry, I have to go to the position first. Quick Killer in the first place. I consider the second one, and Logan third, and Teslas go to P4. Batman go to P5, and P6 is Bridges, P7 is Smart, P8 is Scripps, and P9 is T Simon, Fuller's P10, if both in P11, Star was P12, P14 is Matt Boss, 14 is Lucky, and then P16 is Red Bat, and then the rest of the race is going to DNF and disqualify as well. So thank you, and you can start the interview. Logan, is it Logan's here?
Yeah. I think my return was good. I think I was a very, very racy car out there. I think Broseph, I think that I'd probably put on. I think I got a lot of screen time there. I heard my name a couple of times. I got a couple of good passes there. I think I passed 13 cars out there on track. I was very quick. I think I got very lucky to get by Bridgie. He was getting held up by Wayne, and I sort of just boxed him in behind him and got them both. So. I think the only reason I probably got up the front there was because I boxed Bridgie out a little bit, but and just sort of kept moving forward. But I think it comes a lot with how you pass cars and how you move forward, and I think I was probably one of the best movers out there in terms of moving forward on the grid and passing the cars, because it's not a very easy passing track, is it?
Mate, yeah, I agree. I got to say, it looked really clean out there from you tonight. As you said, some good battles with Bridgie, especially at the end. Mookie as well, after
Mookie was putting pressure on me.
Yeah. He was, man. Yep. So he was dipping back and forth with that DRS zone, and I'm sure you were feeling a bit of the pressure. And
no pressure here, mate. You told me to keep my head cool, so that's what I did, and that's what caused me to slow down.
Beautiful. Well done, mate. You absolutely did keep your head. I think it was out of turn 9 when you had a little bit of... You got a bit
under the bridge. Yeah, under the bridge. Yeah. That's all I wanted to do was put on a show for you, like get you to scream, and you did scream. I was hoping you lost your voice. I was coming towards Cuds towards the end. I think it was like 6/10 between us in the end, because I was coming pretty out of middle and rate or not. So 2 seconds to 6/10 in a lap was pretty good, especially with them on the softer tyres. I just couldn't compete with the softer tyres. I did need that safety car with the gap that I had to Quick Killer. I had it pretty firmed in. I think it was pretty stupid that they brought that safety car out with 2 laps to go, because I think the race was mine indefinitely. Like, I had 50% ERS, and I think you guys said that
you pulled away. You're almost a second and a half clear, and I was cursing that safety car. There was no need for it. It was absolutely.
Really wasn't. I think it set my race back a little bit, because I had to calm my head down, get the tyres back. I had my tyres in a very good temperature window to nail those exits. I think Mookie really struggled to keep up with me on the exits, because I just nailed those nailed those tyre pressures. I think I did well to keep it on track tonight as well. So anyway, I'll give a round of applause to the Williams boys, and hopefully I can get picked up going into next week. So I am a free agent if anyone wants to come and grab me. But
there you go. Yep. Toot your bloody horn. You may as well.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic return. Got to say congratulations on your podium. We love your energy, Logan. So glad to have you back here, mate. And we'll see you on track hopefully next week.
Just want to apologise for Wayne with that sketchy moment as well, because I did run him a bit wide going through the two right hands before the bridge. So
I think Wayne's got his own sketchy moments to worry about later on.
But yeah, I think other than that, it was pretty fair. So anyway, boys, enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, peace, Logan.
Yeah,
All
good.
right.
Congratulations, Logan.
Mate, do we have Cuds in here, Jenneth?
Nope. Even Quick Killer is not here.
All right, let's see if I can just invite Cudsy in here, because that SOB is not getting away with not having an interview, and he definitely is in this chat. So if he can hear me, Cudsy, you sexy beast, I'll give you a left hook and a right hook if you don't jump in the comments box next time I see you. Just kidding. It was Quick Killer who was the other race. Yeah, he won, wasn't he? Let's see if I can find a Quick Killer in here.
All right.
So, Jenneth,
drive out of the day.
Yeah.
Can I pick? Can I pick?
Well, you can definitely have a vote. You can definitely have a vote. So
I pick one first. Batman.
Batman. Okay. Where did Batman start his qualifying?
Is that 14 or?
So Batman was in the Mercedes. So he was actually P15.
Yep.
So he went from P15 to P5. Cuds went from P14 to P2. So I reckon those two drivers are definitely in contention. So we'll have to have a talk about that. Quick Killer was P6 to P1. He definitely had a good race. Logan P4 to P3.
Yeah, because they got the podium.
Yep. I reckon. I mean, let's have a look here.
Yeah, that one is difficult.
Yeah. We'll have a discuss about driver of the day off stream. So I reckon it's going to come down to, like you said, Batman and Cuds for those two. But I don't believe we're going to get Cudsy or Quick Killer in here. We'll keep waffling on for a little bit, but we'll just go over the results tonight. Just waiting on these guys. So of course we saw a Quick Killer who was signed to Alfa Romeo during the week by the new team principal Timmy, who's back in action, and very happy to see Quick Killer get the points tonight. Cuds was in P2 on the Alpine. Logan, of course, we heard from him returning as a reserve for Williams, who replaced Powers, who is the Tier 3 championship leader. He'll be back next weekend, of course. He'll be the first one checking in, no doubt about it. Trenner, P4 in the McLaren. We had Batman, like we said, P5 in the Mercedes. Hell of a drive from him. Bridgie, P6 in the McLaren. So those two in the top six after a really strong start for the McLarens tonight. Swiss Lord ended up P7, so I think he'll be fairly happy with that considering all that went on tonight. Gobby up into P8 in the Red Bull with T. Salmons, and I know Gobby didn't have the cleanest of races at the start, not all his fault, and so to battle back like that, to stick it out, to get the points at P8, very good. Deadly Fuller, who was actually behind Powers in the overall standings, P10 for Deadly Fuller, so handful of points there for him, that'll help. Bridges the gap, but I'm pretty sure Powers will stay in front. I saw him write that in chat earlier. Efimon P11, Domwar P12 in the Ferrari picks up some points. Mamba P13 in the AlphaTauri. Mookie picks up P14. You've got to say, heart goes out to Mookie, who was in P2 with the final safety car. He decided to come in and box and put the new softs on, which was never going to be the thing to do. Cudsy, his teammate, and Ad's probably consoling him right now because, mate, he's had a really difficult start to the season, only 3 points, and he was on for a podium, and I don't think he ended up with any points tonight, so that's really unfortunate for Mookie. No, he finished P14 and Tetris P15, so Tetris ended up with the 1 point there and Mookie with 2, so... Yeah, look, Jenneth, what were your highlights from the race? And after that, we'll tie this one up in a bow and we'll send it over to Tier 2 tomorrow at 5 p.m. What was your highlights tonight, mate?
I think today is really exciting ones is because all the teammates is growing together. It's like McCullens in the first start, and then both Bridges and also Summers is going to get. Sorry, it's a test trust is going to be goes together, and then later on is Alpine, and then sometimes is Alfa Romeo, and so that's why I believe that there very strong communications between us. But unfortunately, exactly Alpine's happens about more cases why he decides to go into the pit at the final lap, and at the end of the day is that got the P2 after particular. If he didn't go into the pit, maybe that would be another result about this race exactly. So
Yeah.
unfortunately not for him. So this is what I want to say. Is that, but yeah, very good and very exciting race in Japan for Tier 3. The racing is let's see what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I agree. It was great racing out there. Probably a few too many safety cars. This game just can't really seem to get that right. But yeah, really good racing. Yeah, really good spectacle for the viewers out there. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight and tuning in. But of course, Jenneth, I want to thank you for joining us in Sky Race Control. It's a pleasure having you in here, and we'll look forward to tomorrow night. Tier 2 at 5 o'clock for Inters Racing League, and we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, thank you. See you guys.